Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the fourth episode now, I should say, of our Murfreesboro.com podcast. And I have two wonderful phone ringing. Okay, there we go. Actually, we can just keep going. It's all right. I like it. It's going to be good for the show. We had a phone ringing, and it's still going. There we go. But anyways, we have two wonderful guests here with us today. We have Miss Kim Gamble over here and Karen Evans. And they're both from Black Fox Elementary School and teach fourth grade now.
Yes.
That's right. You moved. You were third.
Yes.
In kindergarten. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and joining us. I really wanted to do an episode. I've been waiting to do this one for weeks. As you know, we've been going back and forth. And everybody knows, all the COVID stuff and parents, pardon me, because I've been part of this, we've been bitching and moaning about, like, oh God, the kids are at home. What do we do? And learning all this stuff. But really wanted to get a teacher's point of view. I mean, you're the ones doing all the work, behind the scenes doing everything. You got distance learning, you got kids coming to school, you got all these new rules and all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to hear it from y'all just directly. So, but how is it any different first off from kindergarten to fourth grade? I mean, how is it with rules and stuff?
There's rules, regulations and stuff like that are all the same, but there's a pretty big vast difference because we're hybrid. Mm-hmm. So Karen, she has had all of her students the entire time. Now they had an option to be virtual, but in her grade level, they had one
virtual teacher.
The
rest of us were traditional.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So she's had a class full, and she actually team teaches with another teacher. So how many kids do you have?
We have 31 in our class.
So.
Oh, okay. So do you have to set up those plexiglass barriers or anything?
We don't have the plexiglass, but we have long tables and we have them divided out.
Okay.
So we had to get rid of our carpet, and there's no carpet time anymore, which was huge in kindergarten.
Okay.
And everybody stays at their table all day long.
Okay. Gotcha. Do me a favor real quick. Pull that mic just a little closer. There you go. It goes in and out sometimes. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, so for us, we have to have them socially distanced. So
Okay.
right now I have 12 that are in class, and they've kind of slowly trickled in, but I have 12 in class, and then I have 8 at home virtual. So I do that simultaneously all day long. But my kids in class, I've been able to distance them enough to where they don't if they're in their seats, they don't have to they can take off their mask.
Okay.
They pretty much have to wear it
all day long.
Yeah.
all day long.
Because we're within
Yeah.
the distance. So we have to have our mask on all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much we go outside and have some mask breaks, or at lunch, breakfast and lunch, they can take them off.
Yeah. Are you still doing recess? Can the kids go out and play? Do you have gym class, things like that, or?
We do have gym, and we have recess where we're set up in zones.
Okay.
So the kids can't play with kids from other classes. So we're in our own zone gym. They're all set. The classes are separated. Mm-hmm. So, what they've done has worked. The big thing for me is watching the kids come down. I didn't realize how much it was going to affect me watching the kids come down wearing masks.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't see their
expressions,
their smiles. You can hide a lot. Me, you can read everything all over my face.
Yeah, I got you.
Put a mask on me,
yeah,
you're not going to be able to tell. So that's been hard, but they can still go and play outside. But if they want to, get closer than 6 feet, they have to wear their masks. So they've done a lot better with the mask wearing than I thought they would. I thought I was going to be a broken record, but I don't know about you, but
me too. Yeah, they've done a lot better. And recess, we can't play on our playground equipment. We've just started being able to this.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So we would have to just take them out in the yard and tell them not to play with sticks, because that's the first thing they do when they don't have playground equipment or a ball or anything to play with. So that's been different, but they've used their imagination a lot more.
Yeah. So so you can't really play hide and seek tag or well, like you said, I guess imagination comes in play there. But.
Yeah.
And they can't even play tag because they can't get close to each other, and then they can't touch each other.
Yeah.
So they've had to completely reframe their, we've done a lot of soccer. So in fourth grade, they've kicked the soccer ball around and stuff like that. But then that also gets, if they get too aggressive in playing it, then you have to okay, do we use the soccer ball or do we not use the soccer ball? Because can you handle it? Can you not handle it? So it's just, they're having to relearn how to play. Kind of like when we were kids and our parents just said, hey, go outside and go play.
Yeah.
But they just don't have anything to play on.
Yeah. I was talking with somebody that the other day. I said, you remember when you used to wake up and your parents just kind of push you out the door? I said, I'll see you when the sun comes down. Can't really do that. But, yeah. But what, like, how about lunch? I've heard with, like Emma now, Miss Gamble, thank you. Emma to this day says you are the greatest teacher on the planet. Oh, by the way, for those listening and watching, we have royalty here. 2 teachers of the years over here from Miss Gamble's last year and then 3 years ago, right? Is that so again, teacher royalty here. So I just had to throw that out there. Sorry. But I'm hearing like with Emma now, she's 9th grade, from her friends that go to school, they're having to like stagger every so many feet at lunch, and then they have to sit across, and it's like
they have to. It's not fun for them because we physically have to give. Like for me, I can hand my lunch. The kids have to eat in the classroom.
Oh, okay.
So they don't even use the cafeteria. So they have to eat in the classroom. So we're pretty much confined to our classrooms 90% of the day. It's easier for me because I can just hand it out.
Okay.
Kindergarten, on the other hand, you have to open everything. I mean, even the plastic things that they bring the food in, they can't
Really?
unsnap it sometimes. They can't open their milk. So the teachers have to get everything passed out, open all the milk, ketchup, whatever, and then we get to go to lunch.
Pull some oranges.
Yeah. And talking about not leaving the classroom, I'm in a double classroom, so it's 2 teachers.
Yeah.
And the gym teacher said today they don't know which line to get in. Well, we never go anywhere. We to line up. So they don't know how to walk in a line or get in line because the only place we go is gym.
Yeah.
Music comes to our room for special area, and the library and the art come to our room. So
what about like restroom breaks or anything like that?
we do have times during the day where we can take a restroom break. So,
Okay.
and kindergarten, we let them go pretty much. We have a bathroom close, so we can let them go if they need to go.
Okay. Now, I'm just curious for the distance learning part. That's got to be a chore and a half. I mean, now you're dealing with all these parents and people emailing, and I mean, you can, without calling out anybody. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, that's got to be, pardon me, a royal pain in the butt.
I mean, in the beginning there was a lot of difficulties because it was either Zoom was going out, my sound was going out, my video was going out, and then you have parents that really, like in my class, they've done a really good job of helping, like if they need any kind of assistance. But it's like when you are teaching when you have a class with you, and you have at least 10 with you, and then you're teaching to 8 or 10 online, it's like you have to be over theatrical to the ones that are in your Zoom.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's enough for the kids in Zoom, but it's way too much for the kids that are in the classroom. So they're like, man, Miss Gamble, you need to bring it down a notch. Well,
did they tell you had too much coffee one day?
Oh, they told me that every day.
Every day.
They're like, Miss Gamble, no, because I have a Keurig in my classroom. They're like, please don't make another one. Please don't make another one. I only have like 2 cups. It's not even that bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No. They're 2 relatively large cups, but they're like, Miss Gamble drank coffee today. I drink coffee every day.
Yeah. I have a Keurig too. Every morning I set it on the highest setting, put my gigantic mug under there.
So I do 2 of those.
I don't know if I can do 2. I'm good with 1, but but I don't know. Kudos to y'all for everything you're doing. I mean, I know I couldn't do it. I'd probably go crazy, but I mean, like with the Zoom stuff, I mean, how do I work? Like, are you finding, you said you have to be over theatrical, but like, with a camera on you, are you like limited to like a 4x4 square trying to teach things? Does that make sense?
Kind of. Okay. Like I can move. So I bought like a dual camera that I have sitting right in front of my board.
Wait. You bought?
Yes.
Your own money.
But yes, it was with my own money. But if I would have waited for like 3 weeks, the school actually bought one for me as well. So I have everything rigged up. I have like a dock cam with the one that they gave me, and then I bought one that goes to the board. So where I teach, I'm right, and they can see me and they can see what I'm displaying like through my clear touch.
Nice save, by the way. I was about to call out the school on that one.
Hey, I won't lie. I do spend a lot of my own money. But
I don't doubt that. So,
but I do spend the money that my school gives me.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't mind, I want to call out, kind of discuss what we were talking about earlier on your Facebook. I saw that post about, with teachers and having kids not there and how you thrive off of these kids and being there and being able to hug them and talk with them and care for them. You know, I think you had mentioned they're kind of like your, you know, second child type thing, you know, and like, how's that emotionally?
I thought it was going to be a lot harder because I went from third to fourth and I got to loop with all of my kids.
Okay.
And, you know, I've just had to make it work. I mean, it was hard in the beginning because especially the ones that like slowly trickle back in. It's like I want to hug them when they come back in. Just like today, I had a new student come in and she was like, Miss Gamble. And I was like, oh, like, I can't hug you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
So, you know, it takes that. You have to be really intentional in your relationship with the kids verbally now. Rather than, it's a lot of like reassuring and stuff like that. So in that aspect, it's like, I mean, and I know for you, like you got 5-year-olds. And so when they get hurt or they want their mom or they, heaven forbid, have a meltdown,
I hug them.
She hugs them.
Hey, you know what? I would too if I were you.
We do a lot of elbow bumps and fist bumps, but when they get hurt or they're sad because they miss their mom, I'm going to hug them. I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years. And sometimes
30 years? Oh,
this is my 30th
amazing.
year.
Wow, congratulations.
So, yeah. I hug them. I mean, not all the time, but if they get hurt or, you know, something.
Could it be something like if you just had a blanket and just grabbed them up or something?
Like, here's some Lysol. Let me just spray it on you.
Hold on.
I don't ever do that, by the way.
We always have our mask on, though.
Yes.
We always have our mask on.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And see, we spent pretty much we're very good friends outside of school. So we spent most of the quarantine off and on together. So when we can sit beside each other because we have literally been together since March.
Okay.
So, you know, that kind of thing is not seen by, you know, people scrutinize on, like if you post any kind of picture, well, where's your mask? Well,
I know, trust me.
You want me to wear a mask with somebody I've been around for all day, every day? So that's been, and that hasn't happened with any like parents or anything, but that's been one thing that's kind of been a little frustrating.
I gotcha.
But, you know, and if one of my kids does need me, like emotionally, I will hug them. But I can't, like right now, I just can't make a huge. I guess I'm more afraid of getting in trouble than anything.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you a hazmat suit.
Yes.
Wear that.
Yes.
That would work, right? I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
Yes. We clean a lot and sanitize a lot and clean a lot.
And clean a lot. and
then
clean some more. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I feel like we clean all day long.
So what other obstacles are y'all running into? Or is there something, for lack of a better way of wording this, is there something like really annoying, or not annoying, that's not the word I'm looking for, but just something that you have to do now that you're like, God, you know, this is such a pain, you know, whether it be like the Zoom meetings messing up or something or anything like that, or just, it's all just an all new process you're having to get used to.
It's all just a new process. And I would say for me, for kindergarten, the big thing that we learn in kindergarten is how to share. We can't share anything.
Oh, that's right.
We can't, share anything. Yeah. So that's a huge learning thing for kindergarten. So that's really been hard for me. And even in our teaching, we do a lot of pairing up. We can't really do a lot of that either. So,
oh man,
that's been a big learning curve.
Well, gone are the days of I'll give you my bag of chips for your pudding. You can't do that. Huh?
They can't share food at all.
No. Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, and so that relationship with them inside the classroom, and then with kids outside of their classroom, like in other, like for me, other fourth grade classrooms where they have those relationships, they can't even foster those relationships because they're not allowed to be with each other. But I mean, it has what we've been doing has been working. So they have, everything has gone very smoothly. Yeah. But I think the relationship, and then for us, I think as teachers, she's a really good friend of mine, but if I wasn't friends with her outside of school, I would never see her because
we don't leave our classroom.
We can't leave our classroom. So that's kind of, I think, that one thing that we miss as teachers is the relationships that we have together. Because I don't know if Emma felt like this, but a lot of people say when they walk into Black Box that it's like a family. You automatically feel like you're part of this family. And so And that's what makes up that family is that we're all so connected. And so that's been kind of hard for me because relationships that I have in the building, friendships and stuff like that, I don't ever get to see any of my coworkers. So for me, it's a little bit more, we've figured out the teaching thing.
I got you.
Because, we have to.
Yeah.
So we figure it out, and it's gotten a lot better. Like last week, I think was the best week. I mean, it was a fantastic day every single day last week.
That's wonderful.
And so it's like, I'm finally getting in the groove, and then, and then it's going to change in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy because in 2 weeks, next week, Monday, I'll have all of my students back.
There you go.
So I'm really, really excited to see all of them and give them air hugs.
Give them air hugs, air high fives.
Yes.
Knuckles. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, we did elbows.
There you go. That works.
So.
Yeah, I know at our house in the beginning there was a lot of, I say, unnecessary tears and crying. How are we going to do this? Oh, my God. But then kind of like you said, it was like, well, this is just how it is right now. Got to make do. We have to do this one way or the other.
Right.
So we're just going to do it. So, But now I've got to ask, and y'all, you don't have to answer this really if you don't want to or not. By the way, we have some wonderful music playing in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Y'all hear that?
It's like a banjo or something.
Yeah, I think somebody's playing next door some music. So if y'all hear that out there, we're getting some musical background music. This is wonderful. But again, you don't have to call anybody out, or you don't even have to answer this if you want. But have you had any like belligerent parents or anything like that, or like some parents that just really don't like what's going on and let loose or whatever?
I haven't, but
haven't
then
either.
again, I'm traditional.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to go virtual, then they're with a virtual teacher.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't either. Like my parents, and of course, I had these kids last year, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already knew these parents.
Gotcha.
So I didn't have to, establish rapport or anything like that with them. And so they have been fantastic.
Yeah.
They really have. Now, I'm sure that there's some instances where it's like super frustrating, but for me and my personal experience, it's been better than I can have asked.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we definitely, with Emma and Jack going to Siegel, we've heard some instances with some, I guess, parents that were not happy, put it that way. And
Well, you can't ever please everybody.
that is true. Yes.
So,
Learned that a long time ago.
I got lucky. I've gotten so lucky. My parents have been wonderful.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So is it pretty much the same across the board with all schools right now, or is it different with, or we got city and county, and so is it different that way?
I can't. I don't really know, to be
Okay.
honest. Don't even know what goes on outside of my classroom in
I
my own
gotcha.
school, really, to be honest, because I'm literally in that bubble.
You are so focused
I'm in a
on those
bubble.
kids. That's right.
And so I don't really know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, I don't either because, and we're so busy. Like, especially doing virtual and doing in-class students, it takes double the preparation.
Yeah.
Because whatever we have in class that I have to, create forms for, I've got to go in and then I've got to make it digital.
Yeah.
So I just, it's finally gotten to where it hasn't felt, like, super overwhelming.
Yeah.
But, you have to make it compatible. When you're in a hybrid classroom, you have to make it compatible for both.
Yeah.
So that we've just been so busy that, we're so consumed just with, like, people in our grade level because that's really only who we see.
I got you.
I only see fourth grade teachers. She probably only sees kindergarten teachers.
Okay.
So,
Even our faculty meetings are Zoom meetings.
Really?
So we don't even get to see.
Oh, wow.
yeah. That's
Okay.
why I was saying it's, like, hard. It's, like, that part is hard because I thrive on relationship and connection.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said in that post is, and so that's taken a lot of that. That's why you have to, I just feel like I'm having to be way more intentional outside of school to not let those
Yeah.
relationships kind of, that is the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
But I make her hang out with me. So
You're coming with me, and that's final.
yes,
So.
Yes.
yeah. She is
be
going to
there.
go work out with me.
Oh, there you go.
afterwards, so.
Okay. I got you. Awesome. Over at the MAC, right?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Shout out Murfreesboro
Yes.
Athletic Club. There you go. I do like their cardio room, big giant cardio room. But anyways, back to topic. Sorry, but you threw me off with the MAC comment. I had a good question for you, and I totally lost it with the MAC. I was thinking of the cardio theater room. So, but
We have to have cardio to,
Yes. We do.
Oh, yeah,
release all the
yeah.
stress
Oh,
that
for
we're
sure.
under.
That's right.
Oh, I remember now. Sorry, backtrack. I got it now. So you're basically pulling double time with your curriculum and your assignments and how you have to do things and all that stuff. So,
and for kindergarten, we got it last year, but they have a new curriculum. So they're learning a new curriculum for reading.
Oh yeah.
While they're teaching it. And so, it's a lot of, but teachers, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
And so if you're not doing extra work, then I don't want to say something's wrong, but it takes a lot.
So double the work means double the salary, right? School
Right.
systems.
Yeah. No, I wish.
Yeah.
I've had some sweet parents give I got like an Amazon gift card, and
Oh, that's nice though.
and then I met a parent to drop off some materials, and she gave me she went and bought me like this body scrub. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. You didn't have to do that. We don't expect things like that, but
It's nice when it
But
happens.
it is appreciated because
It
you
is
all are.
appreciated.
I mean,
yes.
you're the backbone of these kids, pretty much.
And then we both got through Garage Bike and MTSU Athletics. We both got we were nominated for just as a teacher, and we both got Michael's gift cards.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Which was nice. So we can go and spend the gift card money
Yeah.
on things for our classroom. So
That's
that's
perfect.
really nice. That was really nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, I love hearing stuff like that. So
Yes.
that's cool. Yeah, we'd like. I don't know if you've seen our Acts of Kindness Give Back program videos
Yes.
and stuff we do. I love it when it's a teacher. And so
Yes,
Yeah.
because I have a student in my classroom that benefited from a family that you.
Which one? Who? But never mind. You don't have to say. I'm just sorry. But
You gave her a car. Y'all orchestrated for her to get a car.
I know who. Yep, I know who
Yep.
you're talking about. Oh, that was awesome. I love that one.
So I don't think I'm allowed to say the name.
No. I got you.
But yes, that was a huge blessing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I remember I remember shooting that video because
Yes.
she actually got there early and we weren't quite ready, and she came up and was all tears. I'm like, wait, time out.
Hold those tears. Keep them there.
Oh, but she had plenty to go around, But that was one of my favorite ones. I love
Yes.
that. Yeah, and she was so appreciative,
Yes,
appreciative.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
I love that stuff. So, and she really could use it. Needed
Oh,
it, so.
absolutely. They definitely need it.
Oh, that's what that made my day. Thank you for telling me that. So
Yes.
that's awesome. But now it's funny from the parent side. I know we see everybody even posting online. Like I said, even myself, we were bitching and moaning about stuff. We already have. I'm convinced the world obviously has a level of respect for teachers, but I think it's probably amplified tenfold now. You're going through and what we're experiencing at home. I know I was joking with you about Jack. He's in 7th grade, and 7th grade science is just kicking our butt, and then looking at Emma's 9th grade math and, knowing what the answer to the question was, but going, wait, what's all this Common Core crap you got to go through to get here? And y'all teaching this, and it's major respect for y'all. And thank you for what you do for our kids and community and everybody. So.
Of course. We for me, and I know for her too, you have to have a calling to the profession, and we
Exactly.
both, you have to have a love for kids, or I don't think that you can cut it. It's hard to do something without feeling the absolute, I feel like I absolutely need to be in the classroom.
Yeah.
And I think she does too, but this is her 30th year, so she's probably,
Might be thinking about retirement.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I love what I do because it's not, and I think I said this, but it's not so much about me. It's about them.
Yeah.
So I love, and I call them my babies, and I don't care if they're 10, they're still
your babies.
They're
Oh, yeah.
still my babies.
I know even a couple of times we've gone into the schools, either the give back program or doing a story on something, or whatever, and I got to sit in on some classes. But just watching some of the kids, especially the younger ones, I love watching the younger ones. But if they would get something right and they would, hey, great job, and their faces would just light up, and you're like, oh man.
My favorite thing is when a light bulb just goes off. I'm like, you get it now, don't you?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things, especially in math, because it'll just be so difficult, and especially in going from 3rd to 4th, the math is crazy
really?
difficult. And so the other day, one of my kids goes, oh, and I said, you got it. It clicked, didn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
That's always fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one thing too, I've learned, with going into school and stuff, these kids are way smarter than we give them credit for, too. A lot of them.
Yes,
I mean, there's some of the
really
stuff
are.
I've heard them say or do, or projects they were working on that we got to see. I got to be a judge at, it was an entrepreneur contest with these kids. And I think if I remember correctly, they were in like 7th or 8th grade, and they had to come up with a business plan for some idea. And
That's really cool.
there was actually like 2 or 3 of them. I was like, man, that's actually a legit product. We could use that. Like, somebody can invest in that. But
They're really smart. Really smart kids. Really intelligent.
yeah. And you all are grooming them. I mean, that's
Trying.
You're doing, what is that? You're not trying. You
No,
got teachers of
we
the
are
year in
rocking
here.
it.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
Teacher
right.
of the year.
Teacher of the year 1, 2. It proves it. See, right there. But I know you all have to go. Thank you all very much for coming in.
Of course.
I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I could go on for an hour at least with you all. So, but
We were happy.
Thank
to
you for
come.
having
yes,
us.
thank you. And I know you were kind of last minute. I really appreciate you doing that. And
Sure.
we've been going back and forth for 2 weeks now trying to schedule this. So
Yeah.
at first we usually do these at like 8 in the morning. Obviously we couldn't do that. We're like, well, what if we did it early, like 6? I went, no, God, no.
No.
My mood would be completely different. I would
Yeah.
not have enough coffee.
Welcome to the podcast here.
I'm a morning person, but Miss Gamble is not.
I'm not.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything y'all want to say, or do parents listening out there, anything before we close up?
No, I do appreciate at the beginning of the school year, we had a lot of people reach out and like adopt us and give us gifts
yeah?
and stuff. And I did want to, say thank you to someone on Facebook started that for the seniors
Yep.
and then continued it on for teachers.
Yeah.
And that was really a nice
Yep.
gesture. And it, made my heart happy
Yeah.
that people cared.
Yeah. Actually, that was, oh God, of course, now I'm on the spot. I'm so sorry. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but
Is it Gail something?
Gail, thank you. Vaughn. Yes.
Something.
We did a Zoom meeting with her and talked about it, but her daughter was in a class that I came and spoke to years ago. And that's how we ended up meeting. And I was like,
Okay.
holy, but that thing got huge.
Yeah.
And then she turned around and flipped it and did the teacher one. Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
It was really cool.
That was a wonderful thing she did. So shout out, Gail. Thank you for that. So
Yeah, it's been cool to watch, people give back. And and it's funny because even it's like, oh, here's a teacher, like for instance, like I nominated Karen. Well, then you have other teachers that are saying, oh, I'll adopt you. And I'm sitting there like, that's not how it's supposed to work.
You're a teacher too.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of how our
Yeah.
hearts are.
Oh, yeah.
So like we always just, even like with our Amazon wish list at the beginning of the year, most of the people who bought off of my wish list
yeah,
were teachers.
no way.
I had a lot of former parents and a few of my friends, but most of them were from other teachers.
Yeah.
We just all want to take care of each other.
Oh,
so
no way.
just, keep supporting us in
Yeah.
whatever way, even if it's just good thoughts.
Yeah.
Good, positive. That's I've had to really change, attitude. So positive attitude and just keep on supporting us in whatever way that you can.
Well, we will make sure to do that. So, I mean,
Well, thank you.
oh, of course. Well, if I had seen your Amazon list, we would have bought some. So,
Normally, I don't like to do that normally because I don't feel like I want anybody to feel like they need to do that. But
Yeah.
it was, I don't know, just getting things from the list and seeing like the aftermath of it. It
Yeah.
was like people are really in a time that's really divided. Like people
Yeah.
are really good.
yeah.
So
It's crazy. Just real quick note on that with our acts of kindness stuff. 99% of that we do is powered by, provided by local businesses that donate to it. And when the Corona stuff happened, obviously, people took some huge hits and some people had to close their shops and that sort of thing. So, we kind of put a hold on it. Actually, we've done a few, but we just didn't video record them for various reasons. But anyways, the people have been reaching out and going, hey, well, what happened to the videos? And I tell them, well, I'll donate something. Can I do something? I'm like, see, people I'm convinced, inherently good and want to help.
Yes.
So
They are.
yeah.
They are.
So
I agree.
I'd love to hear that they're doing that with
Yeah.
y'all too. So, but again, thank you. I won't hold you up anymore. I know you got to go.
course.
You got to run.
Thank
so
you.
go pump, some iron.
that's right. Got to head over to the gym and get a good workout in. But thank you all for listening. Thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Legend teachers here of the year 1 and 2. So shout out Black Fox to them, and thank you all for coming in. So, but and thank you all for listening and watching to everybody out there, and we will see you all next week.